Hello and welcome back. I just wanted to take a minute to say thank you. I really appreciate all of you that have watched my videos so far. It's been really fun making them, but I really wanted to say thank you to all of you that have been watching my videos. I've wanted to have a YouTube channel for quite a few years. And I've shot a lot of content, as you have seen, but I didn't know how to edit. I tried once and it was so frustrating I gave up until I saw another YouTuber say that she learned how to edit by watching YouTube videos. Well, of course. I learned everything else I need to know by watching YouTube videos. I'd never even thought of it. So if there's anything you want to learn, go look on YouTube. There's probably a video or 2 or 10 to teach you how to do it. It's amazing. If you've been watching my videos, you've probably seen that I've made a few comments about my health. Now, I don't want to get real deep into it, but early in 2024, I was diagnosed with a pretty serious illness. I have been on medication since then, and I'm feeling great. And that's where I want to focus my energy. I don't want to identify with the illness. I don't want it to drag me down. I just want to enjoy my life and what I can do as long as I can do it. So I hope that you continue coming on trips with me. It is the 9th of March today, and weather's getting warmer, and I am going on my first camp trip for 2025 next week. So I hope you come along. Now I'd like to go outside and give you a quick walk around of the Jeep before I start packing things into it. You've kind of seen it out on the trail with stuff in it, and I've showed you my bed, but let's look at it before I pack everything into it and what's in it now. So let's go outside. So let's do this walk around. This is my beautiful 2015 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited 4-door sport model. She was pretty much stock when I bought her. I bought her used, of course. I've had her almost 2 years. She didn't have any running boards, so I added running boards. I added swapped out the rims. They were the stock aluminum rims, and I switched for these because I'm kind of going for a black and red theme here. I also added the rack on top and the basket. What I really wanted was like a Thule box or something up there, but where I work I have to park in a parking structure, and I don't think it would have fit, so I put the basket on top. And I've only used it once when my daughter went camping with me, if you watched that video. So let's go to the front of the Jeep and look at what I've done up there. On the front of the Jeep, I replaced the headlights because the stock headlights are awful. So I put these on that are really bright. And I just put these little pieces in here because I think they look good. No other reason but just because I think they look good. And actually the other thing I've done, because I'm so short, I'm only 5'3", it's hard for me to put the bar in when you put the hood up. So I just put these struts in with the friend's help to get the hood up, which is awesome. Only problem is now I got to reach up high to get it back down, but that's okay. It works real good. Well, I just accidentally broke my microphone, so as I get closer to the Jeep, I hope you'll be able to hear me. So the things that I've done on the back of the Jeep are that I replaced the tail lights. They're brighter than stock tail lights, and the backup light is amazing. I put this bag on the spare tire, which is a trash bag. So, I mean, it's huge, so I can fit firewood in the bottom, trash bag, my potty goes in here, a shovel. I've also got the inflator for both my air mattress and the kayak that goes in here, so there's a lot of stuff that can fit in here. The other thing I've done, with the help of an amazing friend, we built this table. A lot of companies sell them and they're expensive. They're probably $250 or higher, and this was just basically stuff we had lying around. So it's got magnets that clip up here so it doesn't move around as I'm driving. You know, you can set up, I've set up a stove when I've cooked at camp, or I can just be making my meal right here and then close it up when you're done. So that's all I've done on the back of the Jeep. So let's go to the inside. So before we go inside the Jeep, I wanted to touch on one more point on the outside. I added these, and I don't remember what they're called, but these are so that I can get ventilation inside. Since I sleep inside, if I don't have ventilation, I'll get condensation. So with these, I can roll the window down a little bit, and even if it's raining, it won't come in. And then I have these nets that I put over the door. So that bugs won't come in, and I'll still get ventilation. And I've got the curtains on the side windows, and then curtain across the back, and then there's bags on the side, so I really don't get much light in those back windows. All right, well, let's get inside and I'll show you what's inside. So in Jeep doors, there's usually a netting that's stretchy, but you can't put a lot of stuff in it because it'll fall through the net. So I cut that netting off and I added these little boxes to all 4 doors. Up here I've got an umbrella and my tire tool and a flashlight, and sometimes garbage. Under the driver's seat I have gloves, and I have my tire deflator kit so I can air down my tires, another pair of gloves, and under here is my jump starter, just in case I need to jump start the Jeep, and I have used it once. Because when you're setting up camp and you're always opening and closing the doors, it wears down the battery, and the first time I went out with the Jeep, the battery died and I had to jump start it. From then on, I realized if you keep a door open, like I keep the back hatch open, then that won't happen. But I have this just in case. There's only a few things I've done here in the driver's area. I did put these handles in the front seats and in the back seats. It just makes it a lot easier for someone as short as me to get in and out of the Jeep. I also added this 67 design phone mount for my phone where I can look at maps as I'm on a trip. That's awesome. It's really rugged and sturdy. I also put my action camera up here to get those shots on the road. So if you can see the windshield, there is, it might be hard to see, there's a lot of condensation on the inside because I didn't have the windows rolled down last night because it was so cold. Some of that is on the outside because it did rain, but there is some on the inside too. I also have, I don't know if you can see them, my cute little ducks. Some of them want to stay. This one is just wedged in the corner, but that's the first one I got. And this one is attached. This one here is attached, but this one came undone. And so did this one. I'll have to figure out how to attach them better. That's something that Jeep owners do. You'll come back to your Jeep if it's parked in a parking lot and somebody will have left you a duck. This one did come with a little sign. Oh, that one just came undone too. And it says, so I thought that was really cute. It's a fun thing that Jeep owners do besides the Jeep wave, where everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of Jeep owners will wave at each other. Well, the only thing I did on the passenger side was remove that netting, just like I did on the driver's side, and put that little box on there. There's not a whole lot in that one, but it's just nice to have. Also, you can see when I go on camp trips, this is where my water lives. And I do also have a shade that I put on the front windows. It is specifically for a Jeep, so it fits it perfectly. And that just stays there all night as I'm sleeping, as I have the other windows all covered. So in the driver's side passenger door, it's another little box that I attached. This one holds those screens that I showed you for the front windows, and another flashlight. Can't have enough flashlights. So in here I have my headlight on the headrest. I have a hook where I put my toiletries bag, and once I'm inside for the night and I've locked up the Jeep, my keys hang right here too. In this pocket, I have binoculars, I have a travel pillow, and I have a solar powered light that can either light just like this, or it can light like this, and a couple of straps. That is what's in here. Under the seat, is my air up tools. I showed you my air down kit, and this is how I air my tires back up once I've aired them down. It really helps when you're driving on dirt roads. On this passenger seat back pocket, I keep my kayaking clothes. There's a potty bag just in case, and a tool to clean the windshield, and just a dusting tool. So a friend and I did the 60% seat delete, where we took the bigger seat out and did a sleeping platform that I'll show you from the back in a minute. And from back here, I can lift this up, and that's where my kayak lives. And I have my water shoes and my kayak, and I just have to pull it out, blow it up, and I'm ready to go in the water. So up above the back passenger seat, there is this hammock. It's just attached up there with Velcro and a few straps. But this is where I keep a lot of things. This is a electric blanket. There's my air mattress. Another blanket. Vest. In that blue is a windbreaker, and then all my hats over there. So it's a great place to put things. So here's the back of the Jeep, so let me show you. Well, you can see it. My friend and I built this sleeping platform. It goes all the way across from side to side, and on the driver's side it only goes up to that seat that's left there. That's where I get in and out. But on this side it goes all the way up. So that's where I sleep. And you've seen me make my bed with my air mattress, sleeping bag, blankets. That goes on this side. So this is where the fridge lives. And the Jackery, when I'm traveling, has to be down here. But at camp, sometimes I have to put it up here out of the way. But if I need to get in the fridge, I got to put it down. So I'd like to find somewhere to put it permanently, but I don't know where that is right now. So on both sides of the Jeep, I have these bags. In this bag on the front is where my hammock lives. And then there's a box of bags for the potty in case I can't dig a hole. I've got TP. I've got paper towels somewhere back here. And then I have a little camp chair if I don't want to set up my big camp chair. And in here I have scissors, I have all my cutlery. In here is a tire repair kit, some fire starter. On this side, I have stakes if I want to stake up the potty tent. I have grocery bags. The charging cord right there for something I'm not using. I have my electric kettle. I have a fire extinguisher. I have bear spray. And in this bag, in here's my cup if I want to have tea. In the front is where I keep all my clothes. And then up here above the roll bar is where I keep the tent, the potty tent, if I need it. So that's our walk around. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. Also, if you can think of a great name to name her, I would love that. I've been trying to come up with one and haven't been able to do it. But I sure hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for coming. Please like and subscribe.